Alright, so this is Bayek, and he's my character in the game, and we're in Siwa. That's his hometown, and we're just going to take a quick look around here at the main temple in his hometown, and then we're going to take a jog around the neighborhood a bit, maybe do a little exploring, and check out some of the scenery in Siwa. And I figure we'll start here because, well, this is his hometown and it's where the game actually started a while back when I first began playing. So we can see there's people kind of milling about and doing their thing. Here's a couple of ladies talking. One of them has a really creepy voice. I'm not really sure what's up with that. And you can see that everything's kind of a little bit in ruins already at this point. We're talking roughly 50 BCE. Here are some neat little, I don't know, hieroglyphic things up on the walls. They get a little repetitive. I gotta say that they don't get a lot of creativity going on from one to the next. You can see that's the same one repeated. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna see plenty of these as we travel around through all of Egypt. There's literally thousands of them everywhere. So I think we're going to head inside the temple now. Let's see what we got here. Some more hieroglyphics on the walls. You can actually see that they're just repeating each other on either side. Here's some more on the walls. I'll point some of these out in a nicer place that's a little bit less run down, and we can look at them much more closely there. And once again, you can see, look, it's the same one, just repeated on the other side. So sometimes it's not all that interesting. Yep, same one. You can see the fire is really well done. For some reason, they got rugs everywhere. I guess they must have done that back then. I don't know. We got a little tent here, not much going on in it. But when sandstorms come, these little tents come in handy because you can basically like dive into one and hang out until the sandstorm passes. Over here we've got somebody drying some kind of herbs or something. If I remember correctly, and I haven't been back here in a while, there's some more herbs drying there. This temple has been turned into, yeah, I see like a bloody little cot there. I think it's been turned into sort of like a hospital. So let's go ahead and check out inside here. Again, there's, you know, more of these hieroglyphics on the walls. And like I said, these are really faded and sort of run down here. So I'll probably take a lot more time on one of the nicer temples. Oop, there's a dude lying on the ground. He does not look like he's in good shape. Yeah, we're definitely in the hospital. Yeah, it looks like he's been like coughing up blood or something. Not good. He's probably gonna die. Yeah, he's pretty sick. So this is definitely the hospital that we're in. And the temple just got sort of converted over by this woman that you do some missions for, and you help her find some herbs and a few other things. I can't remember everything, and I think you kill some bad guys for her or something. So, you know, that's pretty much it for this little temple here. There's actually not much to it. It's, again, from very early in the game. And you really didn't do a lot. So let's climb on out of here. And hey, isn't that fun? You can just climb right over stuff. Watch his hand going through the little, you know, I don't know if this wheat or something, but he actually does exactly what you would expect someone to do, where, you know, you just kind of like let your hand run over the top of the wheat. So here we come. Off to some ruins, obviously. And you see this little wooden area here. Well, there's something neat you can do with these, and you can see down into them. I'm going to drop this torch that I just pulled out of my butt. And in a few seconds, there you go. It's all caught on fire, and then it just sort of explodes and disappears. So we can see there's a little pit down here. I'm going to go climb on down. And sometimes, you know, you lose your angle, and you have a little trouble jumping around. So here we are in just sort of like a little mini tomb. I don't know. It looks like it's some kind of strange little archive. We got some scrolls over there. Kind of cool chair. Not really sure what's up with that. I can steal some loose change out of these things. Yeah, I kind of go around stealing stuff. Not a whole lot going on here. I wouldn't expect it. Again, this is from early in the game, and I just happened to miss this little oddity. So there you go. A few drachma. And nothing else of interest in here. So I'm gonna kind of bail out, and we'll head back up. Some scrolls. Unfortunately, you can't really read most of these. Every now and then you can, and we'll probably get to a point where we can see something. Whoopsie, fell down there. And I'll be able to read a few things off of these scrolls, but not a lot. It's only really this stuff that's specific to like a purpose in the game. So here we go. Just sort of jumped up there. All right. Let's go take a look around Sinu. Or Siwa, excuse me. Sinu is my bird. Siwa is the place we are currently hanging out in. And in a moment, I think we're actually going to introduce you to Sinu. Sinu is actually you're able to see through Sinu's eyes, so to speak, and he kind of flies around and gives you like a neat little overview of the area you're in, and here we go. So there's Sinu, and he's kind of just cruising at the moment. There's the temple we were just in. That's the entranceway to the temple over there, and we might poke around that a bit. This is sort of the town. You can see there's like, you know, little villagey houses, and we'll take a closer look there. One of these is mine. We'll try to see if we can find the one that's my house. There's some bad guys down there. They're being dicks. I can see that they're fighting with some people, and normally I would go running after them and kill them for being dicks, but not going to right now because we got other things we want to do at the moment. And if we did that, I would be like doing it every 5 seconds because that's pretty much constant throughout the game. So Sinu is just kind of cruising here, but now we're coming back, and let's cruise over to where Sinu just was. We're gonna just hop around here. Ooh, that actually hurt me. I fell. You might have seen the blood splashing out of me there. Kind of, you know, a little scary, but not a big deal or anything. I recover really quickly. In the beginning of the game, you could actually die pretty easily doing that, and but you're getting better. You know, and as you progress through the game, your character gets stronger and doesn't die as easily and that sort of thing. So there's that little entranceway that we were looking at earlier. Here's some people. They're running. Running is usually a sign that they're running from something. And let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what they're running from. In fact, these are those dicks that we saw earlier. So let's just, you know, just quickly come over here and kill them. Because, you know... Yep, see, there he goes. Oh, look, one more. Where are you? Come back here. Oh, you coward, you're running away. I'm gonna have to shoot you. Oh. Dang it! He got away from me. Now he's done. Goodbye. Alright. So, just pulled out my bow and arrow. Oh, look, he's got some stuff I can take from him. A few drachma. No big deal. So there you go. You got to see your first little killing there of a couple of... I think those were Romans, actually. Yeah, in this game there's Romans, Greeks, and some Egyptians that you can fight against. You're not supposed to kill any of the civilians, only the military guys, like this dude who, I don't know how he died. But he's pretty dead. This is something you can do, just kind of a little fun thing. You can just like, randomly jump into people's carts and ride around with them for a while, and then I just jump back out. Because, you know, it gets boring to just sit there in a cart all day. So, here we go. Off to a little market. We've got some, I don't know, papayas and fruit and some grains over there. And these markets are everywhere throughout Egypt. And the people who are working them are all over the place. And there's some kids. Those are not the ones I know. I don't think they are. There are some kids I know. We might see them around here somewhere. I saved them from a hyena lair early on in the game. So they became my friends. Here's some more dried herbs and stuff. Ooh, fish. Yeah, you know, hot, smelly fish baking in the sun. That must have really smelled lovely. In fact, I bet most of this Egyptian area smelled really rancid and horrid at this time period. I think those are lettuce and some carrots. I really don't know if they had either one of those in ancient Egypt, but, you know, there they are. People trying to get us to buy their stuff, and you know, there's more people all over here and selling some fruit, and this one's kind of lazy. She's not really working very hard at it. And this one over here, yeah, she seems a little more active and trying to get people to, you know, buy stuff. Some folks just hanging out in the alley eating some food, apparently. I don't know what they're doing over here. She looks like she's having fun. Oh, and now she's gone. Yeah, I might have just pissed her off or something by staring at her. These guys are cooking up some water or something. I have no idea. Can't tell you. Oh, wait, yeah, maybe they're doing laundry. That's a lot of laundry there. Or maybe this is just a backside of a rug shop. Yeah, I think that's what that was. Just sweeping up. Yep. And, yeah, pretty much everywhere you look now, we're obviously in the marketplace, and there's some more fish hanging. Man, that really must stink. Are those the kids I know? Nope, those aren't them. So anyhow, here we go, just sort of tromping around. I want to see if we can't take a look at one of the shops where we can actually, like, buy stuff from them. What's she doing? Looks like she's braiding something. I don't know. Oh, maybe she's making rope. There's a big pile of rope there. So you can see, like, in the game, it's all very intricate. There's a lot going on. All sorts of little details. What are these guys? These guys are, like, smelting something, it looks like. You got the guy blowing on the fire with the tube. You got a guy there with some little pot to make jewelry or something out. You know, it's hard to say. But this stuff is everywhere throughout the game. And everywhere you go, there's little markets. There's people doing stuff. Little details like this, I have no idea what that is. It actually looks like a recycling center, but I can't imagine that's what it is. Another big pot over here with, you know, some water in it, boiling up, I guess. Maybe they're sterilizing it. Couldn't say. So here's a little ladder. Let's just climb up here and have a look at some of this little housing area in somebody's little house. Not much going on in theirs. Some of them are more elaborate than others. Jump over here. Let's see. Look, more people hanging out, selling stuff. Siwa is a nice little town. It's got a lot going on here. They've had their little troubles, and I think we're going to go and take a look at that eventually here. Actually, I think this is my house, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, those are the kids I know.
Scared of hyenas? No.
What about scared of spirits in the tomb?
A little.
All right, so, you can see how that goes. Little conversations here and there, that kind of thing. Mostly with people you've already interacted with in some manner, and those are the kids that I saved from the hyena lair early in the game. So this was my house. It's not my house anymore. I've left it and moved on in the world and left it behind, and we'll get into the whole reasons of that later, but this is basically like where I lived with my wife, who is off running around right now with Cleopatra at the moment, protecting her. And this seems like a pretty good place to wrap up this little video here. If you want me to keep doing them, let me know. They're not easy to do, but I'm really happy to do it. And so for now, that's it. That's Siwa, and Hope you enjoyed it.